Hiya, and today we have another unboxing with Gary from Coolsmartphone.com, and today's one I've been looking forward to for quite a while, ever since seeing this device at Mobile World Congress. And of course talking about the new RedMagic gaming phone. This is the RedMagic 9 Pro, and without further ado, let's dive in and see what it's all about. So here is the RedMagic 9 Pro gaming phone. I've been really looking forward to getting into this one, so without further ado, box lid off, and you can see here straight away that we've got some gaming focused details. So we've got the ice cooling system mentioned, win more games, which is the RedMagic tagline, and then obviously the RedMagic face logo. Now we'll look in this box first. So in here you've got your standard SIM pin, you've got a clip-on plastic case that clips on at the bottom and the top by the looks of things. Minimal protection is going to be offered by that, but it's nice to have. And then just your warranty card. As I said, as is always the case, this is a non-retail unit, so there may be differences here. Moving on, if we get the phone out itself, we'll pop that to one side for a moment. You've then got the RedMagic mascot. I can't remember what her actual name is, and a bunch of QR codes on the back as well for their website. We then have a cable in RedMagic's colors, so USB Type-C to Type-C, reasonable length cable, and we've then got a black power brick. Unfortunately, this is a non-UK power brick, so probably won't get much use out of that, but you can see there that your output is pretty good outputs, so up to 3 amps, 3.8 amps on max charge. So this should support relatively fast charging. Okay, and that's all there is in the box. So move all that off to the side, and then we've got the phone itself. So if we take the phone out of the packaging here, you'll notice straight away the phone is completely flat on all sides, which is really nice to see, as we've become so used to now seeing phones with bumps and extrusions and all that sort of stuff. It's got quite a nice shiny finish on the back, and you can hear that there is a bit of texture on the glass. You can see again you've got that RedMagic logo being mirrored on the back here. So you've got RedMagic up the top, ice mentioning there, and underneath that there's actually some more writing, but you can't see it because the camera won't focus. You've got your RedMagic face logo, and then down here you've got your 9th generation logo and win more games tagline. Here we've got the back cameras, so you've got 50 megapixel standard, 50 megapixel ultra wide, 50 meg standard with OIS, 2 megapixel macro, dual LED flash, and then this, which looks like a camera, this is actually your cooling fan. That leads us around to the sides quite nicely. So this being our left hand side, we've got our trigger shoulder buttons, and one on both ends. You've got your toggle switch for gaming mode, nice positive action there, power button, and volumes up and down with good clicking actions. And then you've got your input for the fan system. On the other side, that's the exhaust, and other than that, you just got some antenna brake lines. On the top, we've got one of the side firing speakers, a IR blaster, 3.5mm headphone jack, and again some antenna lines. And then we've also got a microphone pinhole. And on the bottom, SIM card tray, microphone pinhole, USB Type-C 3.2, which does have display port out capability. And again, we've got another one of the speakers there. The phone itself has a AMOLED panel, which measures in at 6.8 inches diagonal. We'll just start getting this booted up. It is a BOE Q9 Plus screen, has a refresh rate of 120 Hz and a resolution of 2480 by 1116 with a screen to body ratio of 93.7%, which is one of the higher ones I've seen. We have a brightness of up to 1600 nits, and it is Corning Gorilla Glass 5 for the front. You also have PWM dimming at 2160 Hz with a color accuracy of delta E of less than 1. In addition to that, you've got some gaming specific sides of things here. Let me just get this unlocked. So gaming wise, you've got some specific details. So you've got a overall touch sampling rate of up to 960 Hz in multi-touch and instant touch sampling of up to 2000 Hz. These are all gaming focused details, which will, I presume, allow you to register your inputs better while gaming. The actual device itself measures in at 163.98 millimeters in height, width is 76.35, and depth is 8.9 mil. It is a reasonably heavy phone at 229 grams, but that is because it is all metal and glass construction. So nice reassurance of solidity there. It comes in 3 different variants. So you've got the sleet color, the snowfall color, and the cyclone color. I believe this is the sleet variant, and this is your entry level variant. So this comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gig of storage. Your snowfall and cyclone will come in 16 gig and 512 gig of storage if you wanted that a little bit more. Moving on to the rear, you can see there straight away you've got your LED around your fan for RGB. Now this fan is quite clever. So it has a 22,000 RPM speed, and it is a multi-dimensional cooling system. So you've actually got an air duct running from this side of the phone to the other side here, and this, as I mentioned earlier, this is the input, this is the exhaust. And when you have this thing cranked up, you can hear the fan. It is slightly audible, however it's not the loudest and most obtuse in the world. You can see here the fan is running, and you can't really hear it. There is 59 individual fan blades in there, and there's a thickness of the fan blades of 0.1 millimeter. In addition to all of this, you've got various layers of heat absorbing material and heat distributing material, and that is all to ensure that the phone cools down sufficiently. Your Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor which will operate at up to 3.3 gigahertz, and it also works with an Adreno GPU as well. In terms of your storage, you have a UFS 4.0 storage, so that's pretty good, and it's LPDDR5X for RAM. Network wise, this will support all of the standard networks in the UK, and it is also a global phone as well, so it will work in most global markets as well. You also have all your standard Wi-Fi, so Wi-Fi tri-band will work on 2.4, 5 and 6 gen Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.3, GPS is covered by a GPS and standard GPS, so you've got assisted and standard, and you've also got NFC. It does also support, as I mentioned earlier, display out via an HDMI converter, and I have run that through my monitor already. I mentioned briefly you do have the cameras. Those cameras are Samsung sensors, and they this one here, the bottom of the two cameras, this is your optical image stabilized one, and this is your wide angle. On the front though, we do also have another camera which is just hiding out of plain sight, and it is actually an under sensor camera. So just up here there is your front facing camera, and if I quickly unlock and we open the front facing camera, you will be able to see, might not be able to see it, but there is a camera just under there. If I switch, you get that little blue ring indicating where the camera is, and that is perfectly adequate for selfies. It also can work with face unlock as well. Battery wise, we've got a fairly large battery in here. We've got a 6500 milliamp hour battery, and it is a dual cell variety, so it will support quick charging. As I mentioned with the charger earlier, this will support up to 80 watts when using the charger in box. Something to be aware of though, when you are fast charging, the charger will actually cause the fan to kick in, and that can cause a fair bit of noise. So that's just something to be aware of. However, this can be reconfigured in software. Special functions, I did mention these earlier. You do have, as this is a gaming phone, you do have some special functions. You do have these trigger modes, and these trigger modes are capable of 520 Hertz touch sampling. So again, they are nice and responsive as well. And you've also got your gaming mode, as you would expect with any sort of a gaming phone. So this will automatically take you into a mode where you can configure various different settings for gaming. So for example, if I want to have everything on max performance, I can do that with the touch of a button. I can also change my network settings, so I can make sure that it's using Wi-Fi or 3G or sorry 5G. I can change how the fan works, my video recording, and various other functionality bits and pieces. I can even change the touch detection areas as well. In addition to this, you do also have some direct controls for things like the fan. Within a game itself, if we just open Fallout, I can actually pull in a side menu, which will give me a lot more quick shortcut controls as well. But I'm going to go into the gaming side of things much further once I actually get into the full review. This is just a quick hands-on, just to give you an idea of what the phone can indeed do. And then popping that red key down again takes us back to normal phone use. So that is the RedMagic 9 Pro gaming phone. I have already been using this for a little while, and I am going to continue using it. There's a full review coming on Coolsmartphone very, very soon. Thanks to RedMagic for providing this phone for review. And if you want to check out similar reviews of phones like this and all your more mainstream phones and tablets, then please check out Coolsmartphone.com for more content. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your day. Cheers.